This will be, I believe, the deadliest tornado system to ever run through Kentucky.
As many as 1,000 homes burned, leaving families homeless to start 2022.
The fifth strongest hurricane to hit the U.S. mainland in recorded history.
Climate change represents an existential threat to human health and survival. Our federal courts and judiciary are a critical part of the fight to protect our communities and the environment. Massachusetts v. Environmental Protection Agency is widely seen as America's most significant environmental litigation case. This 2007 Supreme Court case had far-reaching implications and allowed the EPA to establish limits on a range of pollutants, such as those discharged from tailpipes and smokestacks.
And the decision was an enormous victory for environmentalists. It legitimized their concerns about climate change, and it legitimized their claims that the administration wasn't doing what it should to address climate change.
There has also been a growing awareness of the burdens of environmental racism that have plagued low-income communities and communities of color across the country. The environmental justice movement has aimed to ensure fair treatment and equal access to a safe, healthy environment across all communities. Bean v. Southwestern Management Corporation is a landmark environmental justice case filed in 1979 charging the city of Houston with discriminating against a predominantly Black community by planning to open a landfill in their neighborhood. The plaintiffs eventually lost the case, but a new way to advocate for one's community in the legal system was established. But unfortunately, America's federal courts have not been a bastion of progress in the country's urgent efforts to tackle the climate crisis. And the initial promise of the 2007 Massachusetts v. EPA decision has been largely tempered, particularly after the Trump administration's repeated rollbacks of environmental and public health protections more generally. Further, when Trump stacked the bench with over 200 judges, many with demonstrated anti-environmental records, the federal courts became more hostile to environmental protections. And now the Supreme Court will hear a case that has the potential to upend the Environmental Protection Agency's ability to enact climate protections and limits on pollution, at a time when science tells us that the climate crisis is accelerating at an unsustainable pace. This case, West Virginia v. EPA, endangers not only Congress's ability to protect the country from worsening climate change, but also threatens the government's ability to establish protections around a multitude of issues, including food safety, workplace safety, and ensuring access to birth control. It is clear that to achieve the fully balanced bench Americans deserve, we need more federal judges with professional experience fighting climate change and environmental injustice. A safe climate and healthy communities are critical to humanity's survival, and judges who understand this are essential to protecting our future.
There is no way to be. There is no way to be.